The FBI has put a task force together, and do you know where they're coming? Memphis, Tennessee. If the FBI is coming to Memphis, Tennessee with task force, what do you think they're gonna do? Black parents of children in Memphis, Tennessee, you better wake up, and you better wake up real fast, because this is not gonna be nice. They are not coming to send a task force there just so they can play footsies with y'all. This is what they've been preparing for decades. Remember when he said homegrown criminals? Yeah. Whatever y'all got going on in Memphis, Tennessee, you better wrap it up. And I mean wrap it up right now. They have privatized prisons all over the U.S. and outside of the U.S. with cots that are empty, ready to go. And these companies who own these privatized prisons are ready to put them in these work release programs and work them for free. This is not a drill, nor is it a game. Y'all better get serious about this, and I mean serious about it really quickly, because they're coming and they're not going to stop until they get what they want.
If you want to talk about the city of Memphis, make sure you talk about everything, not just the crime. Talk about the corruption in the local government. Talk about how the government caters to the white neighborhoods, but neglect the black neighborhoods. And keep in mind, black people are the majority in the city of Memphis, whereas white people are the minority. The government caters to the white neighborhoods and completely neglect the black ones. Talk about how this city over time have completely gotten rid of all the things that this city once had that provided jobs and opportunities for our youth, but they got rid of it. What do you think happens when you get rid of everything that is to do for kids and teenagers? Of course, they're going to turn to the streets. They're going to turn towards violence. They're going to turn towards crime. Why? Because they have nothing else to do. They have nothing to look forward to in their neighborhood. When they step out of their front door, all they see is blight. Don't believe me? Drive through South Memphis. Drive through North Memphis. It's right in front of you. And then after you get done driving through those neighborhoods, drive through Germantown, drive through Collierville, drive through Cordova, and see all the shops, all the restaurants, all the movie theaters, all the fun family things to do. It's night and day. And then let's talk about how the county commissioners, all they're doing is collecting a check, okay? We vote these people into office and they're not doing anything, okay? They sit in these positions for years and you don't see what they've done, if anything. It was just on the news this morning that they were tearing down some apartments that have sat abandoned for over a decade in Oak Haven. Why is that? That's ridiculous. I bet you that would not fly in a predominantly white neighborhood though. So if you want to talk about the crime, let's talk about the root of the crime. Let's talk about the why of the crime. Don't just talk about the crime. Talk about everything else that's going on in this city that's adding fuel to the crime. The lack of things to do in the city of Memphis, the lack of resources, the lack of development, the lack of opportunity, the corrupt government. Let's talk about that. Okay? And if you want to fix the crime issue, you need to fix all of that stuff first. And once you fix all of that stuff, then you'll see the crime dwindle down significantly. And if you want to complain about the problems, I hope you're one of the first ones looking for ways you can be a part of the solutions.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across these videos on my FYP where a lot of people were complaining about the FBI, setting up a task force that will be coming to Memphis, Tennessee, and how it is predominantly a black community, right? And people are like freaking out, especially people of color are like, what are they even coming there to do in the first place, and why have they labeled this place the highest crime place in the United States? Well, I'm just going to let people's videos roll, right? Then we'll come back and we'll talk more about it. Just let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, right? I would really love to hear from you what you think. Do you think this is actually the best thing to do? And some people are just thinking that they are using this to test the waters, right? And seeing what they should be expecting. If they try it in Tennessee, in Memphis, they will know exactly what to expect when they try it other places. Well, I'm just going to let the videos roll, then we'll come back and we'll talk more. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see. So let's go watch, then we'll come back with the commentary.
Memphis. It's on now. Have you heard? Did you hear the announcement? They put together an FBI task force. And guess where that task force is heading? Our way. Straight for Memphis. It's on now. All kidding aside, it's going to be popping. So the FBI task force is headed to Memphis due to the crime rate, which no one can deny. But I think a lot of innocent people are going to get caught up in what's going to head to Memphis. So mothers, fathers, aunties, grandmas, the granddads, you might want to sit your young people down and have a talk with them, because it's just got serious. When that task force hits Memphis, anybody looking cockeyed gonna get it. And at the same time, they're passing laws that are taking away any accountability for any police officer in the line of duty. They're getting rid of organizations that investigate police abuse. They're getting rid of those. So if you don't have the department or the organization to investigate, how do you investigate? If they're no longer holding them accountable, what's going to prevent them from living out their fantasies at your expense? So Memphis, it's going to get interesting. But for those parents in Memphis, for those families in Memphis, know you have some good young people in your family, some hardworking, some intelligent, some very promising future young people in your family. Or even some misguided ones that just need a little more time to get their act together. You might want to be pulling them in very closely. And these young kids coming out of high school, whatever college plans or plans you had, I would be moving forward and jumping ahead of schedule, trying to get the hell out of Memphis, because you don't want to get caught up in what's been ahead our way. So, like I said, it just got real. And if there are any Black Trump supporters in Memphis, thank you. Thank you for what you're about to unleash on your own communities, because it's finna get real ugly. And yeah, we've had some really serious complaints about the violence in Memphis and the crime in Memphis. But how often do good people, innocent people, get caught up in going after the criminals? Where he fit the description, or well, the car looks similar. Because they're only looking for our skin tone. The unique features don't matter. All they see is the skin tone. So Memphis, families in Memphis, I'd start making some summer plans to get my young people the hell out of here, because they're coming for them. Memphis is going to be the blueprint of what they plan to unleash across this country in Black communities. And there are private prisons, domestic and foreign, with empty beds waiting, salivating, waiting. Looks like they're going to get started in Memphis. So, I do know that the tone in Memphis, let's say, it's going to be devastation on both sides. Because truly, these young people in Memphis, they are not their ancestors at all. So looks like it's finna start in Memphis. So Blacks for Trump. It would be really eerily ironic if one of y'all experienced what's heading this way. Urge it in by your vote. Interesting, isn't it? The thought. It's heading your way, and it's just about at your doorstep. And could this possibly be a time where your decision or the choice you made truly comes back to bite you in the ass, I guess we'll see. Anyway, I'm praying for God to have a covering over the city of Memphis and protect our young people and protect our African American community altogether. I think some people have been waiting for moments like this, and they're headed this way. So, maybe time to keep your kids inside. Maybe time to keep a closer eye on your loved ones. Yeah, I think you might want to be prepared. I'm here to let you know I didn't want you to be blindsided. So, the report has been put together, and the FBI task force, Memphis, is his first stop. Do with that what you will. But before I get out of here, I would like to ask one little simple question, and I'd like to direct it to my Blacks for Trump. Is it great again yet? Asking for a friend.
I heard someone say yesterday that they feel like Memphis is being used as an experiment. And before I spoke on my city, I love my city, but before I spoke on this, I wanted to kind of let things unfold. As you know, Elon Musk brought that supercomputer here. It's built here, and it's said to be polluting the air in Boxtown, which is a lower class town here in Memphis, Tennessee, in South Memphis, predominantly black people. That's going on, and now it's being said that Kash Patel, the director over the FBI, feels it's necessary to send 100 additionally special trained officers into Memphis, Tennessee to help out with the crime here. Now the city of Memphis is being kicked out of the 201 Pe0ple, the justice system. We all know 201 Pe0ple is the justice system here in Shelby County. The city of Memphis is being kicked out of 201 Pe0ple. Traffic tickets are no longer being able to be heard at 201 Pe0ple. They're being kicked out of there. I'm letting things unfold, but I'm starting to see a difference in my city as well. Memphis, what's going on? If you're in Memphis, if you know anything about Memphis, what do you feel like is happening to our city? I don't know if it's gentrification, if they're trying to push people out. I'm not sure. What do you think about these things that's going on in Memphis, Tennessee right now?
So apparently the FBI is creating some type of task force, and they're going to Memphis, Tennessee. Why are y'all so fucking concerned about what's going on with regular people when we still have yet to see an arrest out of the politicians that y'all keep talking about need to be going down? This is what we talk about when we say that it's definitely some racist shit going on when it comes to the government. Because you're so focused on Memphis, Tennessee, with an FBI task force. You have criminals that are currently in Congress right now, and y'all not doing nothing with them. Why are y'all redirecting y'all energy to people in Memphis, Tennessee? As if violence hasn't always been down there. Why now? Why now? Ain't y'all still working on deporting motherfuckers? Don't y'all still got some criminals that y'all need to be getting rid of who ain't even from here? Y'all worried about the wrong shit. The wrong shit. Anything, find out what politicians is fucked up down there in Memphis. Anything, they need to arrest the people that allow Elon Musk to build that damn computer that's out there frying the brains of the people that live around it. That in itself should have been illegal. All I'm saying is that, like, y'all be too busy focusing on a little bit on everyday regular people who are just doing their best to survive, not on the motherfuckers that put them in positions to where they got to do what they got to do in order to survive.
Why the FBI just touched down in Memphis? Memphis is now being called the homicide capital of America, and the FBI is having to step in. The FBI is deploying a special task force to Memphis because the violent crimes are out of control. We're talking sky-high homicide rates, and not just in the streets. A Justice Department exposed excessive discrimination and excessive force inside of the Memphis Police Department itself. So this isn't just about crime. It's about accountability. The feds say that the MPD has a pattern of violating civil rights. So now the FBI has to step in to clean up the streets, and it's helping clean up the system. So if this can happen in Memphis, this can happen anywhere. But the real question is it going to bring about real change? Or is it just another headline? Is it too late for Memphis? Or can they bring real change? Y'all leave in the comments and tell me what y'all think.
let's not pretend that this crime situation can be fixed, but hopefully they can alter it. We're going to always have crime because we're going to always have good and evil, no matter what. But if they can come here and do something, I'm talking about the feds. The feds going to come here to Memphis, all the way from D.C. or where they coming from, to kind of supposedly help curb our crime problem. We know that's not the reason why they're here. Because they could have went to Chicago, California. They could have went some other places that has crime just as bad as Memphis. But they chose Memphis, and we know that Elon Musk is here. We know that Google is coming to West Memphis. We know that all these big brand names are coming here. So it's a reason why they're coming. It's not to protect the citizens here. No, that's not why. But in the interim, if they can come here and crack down on all these M's, and all these auto burglaries and all these robberies, all these aggressive crimes, I'll be a little satisfied. I mean, you have to take the bitter with the sweet sometimes. And right now in Memphis, we're having to choose between our freedoms and our security. And that's a heck of a flip of a coin, but hopefully they can fix this crime.
I think the problem is actually not them bringing in the task force into the community. Everything everybody has been trying to say is the fact that this is a predominantly black community, and why is it so right now, and why are they tagging it everything like it is the worst place, the highest crime zone, it happens in that place. I think that's what everybody is trying to say. And the fact that it is just black people, there might just be issues, racial discriminations, everything might just happen because of what has happened in the past. I feel that's the reason why everybody's bringing up this issue right now. You can deploy task force anywhere, but now that it's coming just to the black community, a place where you have mostly black people, they feel somehow that what has happened in the past might just continue happening. It might happen again, and nobody will be able to trace it. Now, I've heard a lot of people from this content saying that everybody should just, hold their children, talk to your kids, be careful, things might just go wrong. And this other lady who was also talking about how white communities are well developed, white neighborhoods are well developed, they have everything that they need. Why is it that the neighborhoods where you have just the black people are not as developed at this other place? So it looks as if there is discrimination. You're trying to make these other people, be good, have everything that they want, everything that they need is well provided. Why these other people are not getting exactly what they are looking for? That's what everybody's trying to paint, right? And she's like, when you don't provide exactly what you are supposed to provide, talking about corruption starting from the local government, when you're not able to provide everything that is needed for this community to face development or enjoy development, then you have the youth try to pick up some things that can help them, even if those things might not be good, right? They find a way to help themselves if the government cannot help them. I think that's what everybody's trying to say, right? Just because it has happened before and these people have always, been in their faces, everybody just have to be careful, because you don't know what might happen eventually. So I think one of the things that make them get scared is the reason why is the fact that they are taking away, laws and organizations that help investigate police officers in line of duty, when they have issues or when they have committed some kind of thing in the line of duty. Those organizations that can help investigate some of those their crime are now being taken away. Some of them are not functioning. Some of them might end up not functioning in nearest future. So when this happens, who will be speaking for the poor masses? Who will be speaking for? So I guess this is the reason why these people have come out today and start telling people, you just have to be careful at this point, because when they come in, you might not be able to, exempt yourself, right? Because they can just place anything on your head and say this is exactly what you did, even when you know you didn't do that. And that's why they're just trying to tell people, because once beaten, twice shy. So it's very important that you prevent yourself and protect yourself, your loved ones, your kids. If you know anything that will make you look suspicious or look like some gang members or somebody that does not, look good, right? You just have to be careful. That's what everybody's trying to say in this video, right? This is just like a summary of what everybody's trying to say, that everyone just have to be careful at this point if they deploy this. And some people are saying that this might just be a starting phase, because definitely they will get to a point where they will have to deploy these task forces in other communities. So this might be a testing phase for them to start deploying these people to other communities. So if they succeed here, they will continue other, try out other communities and see how that goes. Yes, they have to stop violence, right? Anything that has to bring violence, they find a way to stop it. But I think going the wrong way might not just be good. They should at least make sure that nobody is, racially profiled, okay, and nobody should be discriminated or even made to suffer what they never did. I think that's just it, okay, if it happens eventually. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.